What's up, you guys? Welcome back to WIDEBODY Nation. Today is your first car buying, stock market, and stimulus update for Monday, November 2nd, 2020, right before the election. 2020 has been the craziest year for car buying, both opportunities for buying and selling, saving you potentially thousands or making you thousands off of a car you might already have. With that being said, we are going to go over the current car buying climate. We're going to talk about what is actually feeding into that climate, stimulus checks, the stock market, the pandemic, the current, case counts, and how that actually affects car prices, and all of the things surrounded with that. Today, we'll specifically be talking Dodge at the end of the video because their power dollar incentive, their new one comes out tonight, and I will have a video for you as soon as that updates. So generally speaking, we need to take into account that according to this Bloomberg study, car production, new vehicle production for 2020 was down by about 25%. Now, if that doesn't have any bearing to you, that means that on dealer lots, which I'm sure you guys have seen, some dealer lots look like ghost towns. If there are 25% less new vehicles on the market, but demand levels stay the same, a lot of people will end up jumping over and getting some newer used cars. So used cars, maybe certified pre-owned, within that first 3 to 5 years of them being a used car. And that is why, I know you guys have noticed this, but you've seen used car prices shoot through the roof, anywhere from 10 to 50% up over the middle to end of 2020. So early 2020, car prices were in the gutter because no one knew. It was uncertain times what was going to happen. Then the stimulus package was passed. Stimulus checks, unemployment, business protections, business help, all of that shoved a bunch of money into the economy, but the supply was still down for vehicles. So the demand was still there for new and used vehicles, but the supply was not there. So that is why you saw vehicles like my 2018 Dodge Charger Daytona, that went from a low $20,000, $22,000, $25,000 vehicle. Now and throughout the end of 2020, it's been worth about 30 to 34K, which is why I'm trading in my Charger during 2020, because I'm trying to get out of that car and into a newer, better car during that, which is my 2021 Dodge Charger HELLCAT Red Eye that is coming in. Now let's talk about supply and demand real quick, and then I will use my car buying situation to show you what I mean by all of this. So with the supply curve right here, that went down by about 25%. Now, depending on what model, what make, and what time of the year you were talking for 2020, it could be a little bit more or less. But as we've seen, super sought after vehicles like these wide body cars, like the wide body Charger down here, those vehicles, C8 Corvettes, GT500s, because those have been trickling out of factories much slower due to factories shutting down or trimming shifts, it has caused prices to be way over MSRP. C8 Corvettes selling for 10, 20, 40, 50K. Same thing with Mustangs. Chargers, a mass-produced car. They're supposed to be 5 to 10 grand off a $50,000 car. Some dealerships in California, Texas, Georgia, they're selling them for over sticker price. I saw Atlanta, I saw a 10 grand markup over sticker on a car that should be discounted by $5,000. So a 2020 SCAT Pack wide body. Craziness. So to kind of start summing this up for you guys, the car market right now is kind of at a pause. They're still transacting, but it is kind of a lull in the car market. Everyone's waiting to see what happens with the election, with the pandemic, with case counts, and with stimulus. Stimulus package right now. There is pretty much no hope for a stimulus package within the next few weeks. I would say that there's a slight chance, but from what we've seen with Congress and the politicians, just in general, right now there is no stimulus package that is really on the table. It's all floating around in the ether, so low likelihood. So no stimulus is keeping car prices down. What is keeping car prices up is the fact that factories are starting to trim shifts again. Some factories are going down from 3 and 2 shifts down to 1 shift, which is going to severely impact production numbers for late 2020 and into 2021. So I'm trying to show you guys that 2020 may repeat itself in 2021, where you're going to have a dip when everything's uncertain, but if stimulus gets passed, if cases go up, if lockdowns happen, those car prices are going to go back up, because that stimulus makes automakers know and auto sellers or dealerships know that people consumers technically have money in their pocket to buy those cars. So demand will still be high, supply will be low, resulting in high prices. So what does this mean to you? This means that I would say right now is a pretty good time to go ahead and transact on a lot of vehicles. You're starting to get that end of the model year. That 2020 is rolling over into 2021. 2020s have big incentives like the power dollars for Dodge. You know, Dodge is doing the power dollars where it's $10 for every horsepower. They also have some 0% financing incentives if you would qualify for those. So what I would recommend, if you see a car on a lot, say a 2020 wide body SCAT pack or 2020 wide body HELLCAT, Challenger, Charger, whatever it may be, if you can get a good or great deal on it right now, you know, the incentives off the power dollars, and you can get a little bit extra money off, go for it. Because in my opinion, car prices are about to go through the roof. I can't promise any manufacturer incentives like these power dollars. They're only for the 2020 right now. For 2021, I cannot promise you that these are going to be the same deal, because Dodge knows that everyone wants these wide body cars. They know. Now, whether they extend it, I don't know. Their sales will be through the roof if they do, but I don't know if they will. All right, well, that is your first update. Stimulus is uncertain. The stock market is very uncertain right now. We have Webull pulled up right here. Get 3 free stocks by signing up for Webull. This is the stock trading app I use. We'll check out the market right now. Yep. And let's go over here real quick. The market is in pre-trading hours. It is green, so a little bit of a bounce back from what we saw last week, but it is hard to say. And then car buying, we got new November incentives coming out tonight for most automakers. So I will go ahead and make a bunch of videos for the new incentives for November starting tonight when they come out. I hope this provided a little bit more insight onto some opportunities for you guys. I will have many more updates like this that are going to be more clear and concise on what you should or should not do potentially. But overall, if you have a good deal right now that you can jump on it, because there's no telling what the end of 2020 and the early 2021, mid 2021 market, especially for cars, is going to be like. I have my own opinions, and you guys will see those coming out. You'll see what I'm doing, making deals on buying and selling, but it's going to be crazy. Stay tuned. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're doing our 1,000 subscriber giveaway for these $250 Power Beats Pro. Got a brand new fresh pair in a box back at the other place, and all you got to do is subscribe. You enter to win for free. Subscribe, you're automatically entered to win those headphones at 1,000 subs. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you for the next video.